President and the First Lady, we're told, were standing there with their hands over their heart, watching quietly. The Secretary of Defense was also there. You could see that video now, as well as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Now, this is not considered a ceremony. It's considered a solemn transfer of those transfer cases from the plane to the vehicle as those U.S. service members' bodies are brought back to U.S. soil. Again, it is something that no president wants to attend during his administration, but President Biden has now attended 4 of these. This is his second as commander-in-chief. His first as president was when the 13 U.S. service members were killed at Abbey Gate during the withdrawal from Afghanistan. He attended another as vice president and another as the senator from Delaware. You can see this video playing back here now during the dignified transfer, as those transfer cases are being taken out now one by one from the aircraft and then being moved to the vehicle. Nichole.
All right, Kelly Meyer live for us there in Washington as we do see this playback video of the dignified transfer. I'd like to bring in retired General Richard Newton to discuss this a little bit further. General, thank you so much for your time. First of all, you know, how important is it for scenes like this to be made public?
Well, good afternoon, Nichole. It's a very solemn day, not only at Dover Air Force Base, as we see the President and Mrs. Biden, and also General C.Q. Brown, the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, as we bring home these fallen service members who were killed in action on Tower 22. This is also important for the rest of America to see this, that underscores the fact, Nichole, that freedom is not free, and the fact that there are still, very tough challenges out there for the United States and our men and women, all volunteers in uniform, by the way, go to harm's way. And this is just another reminder, this solemn movement, as Kelly described it. It's a dignified transfer. And then landing here, Dover, I've been in that position a number of times, both during daytime and into the very dark hours of night, when we have welcomed home the remains of our fallen. It's also very important, Nichole, that the family members who are actually in that last shot there were on the other side of the C-17 aircraft, as their loved ones were coming off the aircraft to be received at the Air Force Mortuary Affairs Operations Center in a very solemn but dutiful and exacting manner, with the precise protocol that we indeed welcome them home and what will end up being a final resting place when they're turned over to their loved ones.
You know, when you mentioned the families at the heart of this as well, what is the president's message to those families, you know, after they've experienced now such a huge, life-changing and traumatic loss?
Well, I've been with family members, it's anywhere from 36 to 48 hours after they've been notified that their loved ones were killed in action or lost. And it's a very difficult time meeting with those families in a reception area just adjacent to the tarmac there at Dover Air Force Base. They're in shock, they're hurt. There could even be some anger, understandably so, by the way, because their lives just changed so dramatically that they've lost their loved ones. And here we see the transfer case, flag draped, now proceeding to a vehicle to then take those remains to the mortuary for final processing. But the family members are I think the best way to say it is in shock, as we would all expect them to be, and certainly I would be in that situation. Having the President, the First Lady there, and certainly the Secretary of Defense and the Chairman of the Joint Chiefs and others, is a maybe not necessarily a welcome relief, but fitting that they be there and purposeful. And I would anticipate, and I've seen this before, that the families are very appreciative of that and are able to express obviously their sense of loss to the President. He gets to hear it firsthand because he's the one that is ultimately responsible, Nichole, for sending our men and women in harm's way as Commander-in-Chief. So it's a very difficult day, very purposeful day, very solemn day. But one that I believe is very important to not only the family members, but certainly those leaders who put our Americans in harm's way, as well as the rest of our military members and their family members as well across the world.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.